The morning began like every other morning, quiet and ordinary, until screams shattered the polished silence of the towering glass headquarters. Armed men stormed through the marble lobby, terrified employees scattered in every direction, and a frightened little girl cried for her father while everyone searched desperately for somewhere to hide. No one looked twice at the middle-aged janitor pushing a cleaning cart across the shining floor. To everyone else, he was just another forgotten worker wearing faded overalls and worn-out boots. But beneath those humble clothes lived a man whose past had been buried under years of sacrifice, pain, and promises. Within moments, the quiet janitor would become the only thing standing between innocent lives and complete tragedy. Before we continue, if you believe kindness, courage, and second chances can change lives, please take a moment to like this video, comment where you're watching from, share it with someone who loves inspiring stories, and subscribe to Your support helps us continue bringing heart-touching stories to people around the world. Nathan Brooks was 40 years old, a widowed single father raising his 9-year-old son, Ethan, in a tiny apartment on the edge of Chicago. Every morning before sunrise, Nathan prepared breakfast, packed Ethan's school lunch, walked him to the neighborhood bus stop, and then quietly headed to his job as a janitor inside one of the city's largest financial companies. His co-workers knew him as the friendly man who always smiled, repaired broken furniture without being asked, and somehow remembered everyone's birthday. Nobody knew that years earlier Nathan had served as one of the Navy SEAL's most respected operators, completing missions so dangerous they would never appear in history books. After losing his wife, Grace, to cancer, Nathan had walked away from military life forever. He wanted no medals, no recognition, and certainly no violence. His only mission now was giving Ethan the peaceful childhood he deserved. Life was far from easy. Bills arrived faster than paychecks. Nathan often skipped dinner so Ethan could have seconds. Their apartment roof leaked every rainy season, and the old truck Nathan drove threatened to quit every week. Yet Ethan never complained because his father made every ordinary moment feel like an adventure. Weekend picnics became royal feasts. Broken bicycles became engineering projects. Old cardboard boxes became castles filled with imagination. Nathan believed true wealth was measured by love rather than money, and every sacrifice became worthwhile whenever he saw his son smile. Inside the corporate headquarters, Nathan earned respect through kindness instead of authority. The company's young CEO, Victoria Carter, barely noticed him except for polite greetings. She was only 34, brilliant but overwhelmed by constant pressure. Investors demanded impossible growth, competitors launched endless attacks, and security concerns had increased after anonymous threats arrived during the previous month. Most executives dismissed those warnings as empty intimidation. Nathan quietly noticed things others ignored. Strange delivery schedules. Unfamiliar faces studying entrances. Vehicles parked too long outside the building. Years of military instinct refused to disappear completely. He reported several concerns through ordinary maintenance notes, never mentioning his background. Unfortunately, managers assumed the observations came from an overly cautious janitor. Nathan accepted their indifference without complaint. His purpose was cleaning floors, fixing broken lights, and returning home safely to Ethan. Everything changed on a rainy Thursday afternoon. Victoria hosted an international investment meeting attended by influential business leaders. Security appeared normal until the front entrance exploded into chaos. 8 heavily armed mercenaries burst through the revolving doors with terrifying precision. Professional movements immediately revealed they were highly trained. Within seconds they disabled security guards, seized the lobby, and forced executives toward the conference hall. Employees screamed while dozens hid beneath desks or inside storage rooms. Nathan froze for only a heartbeat. His eyes instantly calculated distances, escape routes, blind corners, surveillance cameras, and weapon positions exactly as they had during countless classified missions. The instincts he had buried for nearly a decade awakened without permission. He spotted a terrified receptionist shielding 2 interns. He quietly guided them into a maintenance tunnel behind the service elevators. Then he crawled through utility corridors only maintenance workers understood, helping frightened employees disappear one group at a time. Every rescue happened silently. Every movement remained invisible. Meanwhile, Victoria found herself cornered beside the ballroom with several executives. The attackers demanded encrypted financial records connected to government defense contracts. They were not ordinary criminals seeking money. They wanted classified information capable of threatening national security. Nathan understood immediately. One attacker separated from the group to search nearby hallways. Nathan waited inside a dark storage room. As the mercenary entered, the harmless janitor vanished forever. Years of disciplined training returned in one breathtaking instant. Using only precise defensive techniques, Nathan silently disarmed the intruder without unnecessary violence. He secured the weapon, removed communication equipment, and disappeared before anyone realized what had happened. Piece by piece, Nathan dismantled the attacker's operation. Fire alarms redirected attention. Electrical panels created strategic darkness. Locked maintenance doors became unexpected barriers. Elevators stopped between floors, separating hostile teams. Every action looked like random technical failures, but together they slowly shifted control back toward the trapped civilians. Victoria finally witnessed the impossible. She watched the quiet janitor rescue 3 employees while expertly avoiding armed attackers with astonishing confidence. His calm expression never changed. His breathing remained steady. Every decision protected innocent people before protecting himself. Nathan eventually reached Victoria's location through a ventilation access route known only to maintenance staff. She stared in disbelief as he calmly instructed frightened executives to remain quiet while leading them toward a secure emergency shelter hidden beneath the building. Outside, police surrounded the skyscraper, but the attackers had planted explosives near several entrances, preventing immediate rescue. Nathan realized waiting meant more innocent people would die. He quietly slipped away before anyone could stop him. Using knowledge gathered during his military career, Nathan identified the attacker's leader inside the communications center. The criminal coordinated every movement through encrypted radios. Nathan understood that removing one man could collapse the entire operation. The confrontation lasted only moments. Without unnecessary aggression, Nathan neutralized the leader, disabled communications, and triggered confusion throughout the hostile team. Police tactical units immediately exploited the opening, entering the building from multiple directions. Within minutes, the remaining attackers surrendered or were captured without